Over the past 12 months, it has become increasingly more difficult for human beings to interact with one another on a social level, which has put an even greater strain on the collective mental health of our planet. The inability to have those passing conversations with your mate about how you're feeling, the lack of DMCs taking place in pubs and clubs. Although we are soon to be coming out of a national lockdown, the lasting effects of social isolation will leave their mark. It's difficult to be amazing at communicating your emotions, especially to other people and especially after a pandemic like this. So we've attempted to create a product that can help you begin a process of getting to know your own emotions on a deeper level.
It's currently 1:23 in the afternoon, the 27th of April. I'm in Swindon.
It's Tuesday, the 27th of April.
Okay, so the date is the 22nd of the 4th, 2021.
It's about 11 o'clock, 26th of April. It's cold, it's dark, and I'm going for a walk.
It's 4 minutes past 8. I'm about to start my ramble. It's pretty it's pretty nippy outside, but yeah, let's give it a go.
And it is 22 minutes to 5. I'm just gonna go from my room to outside. The weather today is actually really, really nice.
But you know, as I say that date, 27th of April, it does evoke fear and worry within me, almost anxiety I get, because I start thinking about exams approaching and deadlines I've got to meet. And then, my mind starts thinking, I know I haven't done enough work because I have been lazy. I could have put more time in.
So I've just passed the primary school on the road that I live on, and it definitely, I don't know if it's 'cause I'm looking out for stuff in particular, but it definitely sort of hit me in a way. It sort of reminds me of the school I went to when I was young. I guess recently I've been sort of thinking about being young and stuff.
Just on the Thames path now, going past all the businessy areas, and it makes me quite excited for the future. Got a bit of money after uni, but at the same time makes me a bit worried that I'm not going to reach that.
Yeah, so it's like the sunny weather. I mean, it always lifts my mood no matter what, no matter how I'm feeling or whatever's going on. If it's a sunny day, then it brings that bit of brightness to your life. But also, I feel like it can be a distraction. Whether that's because I want to be sat in a beer garden or I want to go out and make the most of the weather because we're British and we don't get much of it.
And like in school, primary school, whatever, I've just been diagnosed with ADHD. So I'm just reflecting back on those times thinking, in what ways was it present? Because I guess it would have been, but I'd never got called out for it before, or, no one ever pointed it out. And just looking at that school just made me think about my time in school. And I wouldn't say it's either positive or negative, I guess. I say, I don't know, bit of both.
I got through first year not doing so much work, but this year I feel like it's a step up and it's going to require me to pull my socks off at some point. So it's like a feeling of worry, but it's also a feeling of I know I can put in the work and do more, but time's running out, so I do really need to put my house in gear.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. In the parts in the year, I had quite a few low points. Not this. I'd say the uni scholar year, not this year. So from January onwards, I've had really good headspace. But I think the start of uni, in second year, I wasn't in the greatest place.
I feel like it's always nice to look over the Thames, but then dissimilarly, it's quite grubby, a bit sinister. Everyone always goes on about, you don't know what's underneath the Thames. It ruins it a bit.
Just reflecting over the past year or so, lockdown in general, I think it's been it's been a weird time for everyone, really. But I think there's positives that have come out of it for me personally, in terms of like, I've really got heavy on the gym. I was smashing out home workouts. I put on size. There were good things in that respect, but then I feel like the negatives definitely outweigh that positive, of like, in terms of like not seeing your friends, isolation, loneliness.
Yeah, guess I'm rambling. First time I sort of rambled, because you normally do this in your head, and it's like thoughts to thoughts rather than keeping it going. But it's actually it's a really great way to self-reflect, I guess.
So just thinking about that school, and wondering, you know, if seeing it, you know, noticing it, has impacted my mood in any way. I don't really know. I think it probably has done. But whether for good or for bad, I can't really make out. I think it was definitely something I've been thinking about recently, so like, they definitely trigger something in there. Because I guess at the moment I'm definitely doing a bit of like, I don't know, reflecting.
And also that's one thing, I thought the key for me to be happy was to be doing loads of like gym and exercise. Like I do a lot of exercise anyway, I do a lot of rugby. That makes me happier than gymming, going to the gym and focusing on the body image, which when you see progression does help. But when you focus on that, you sort of get lost in what the small things that make you happy when you just completely focus on that. And
a lot of weed smoking, a lot of weed smoking. Honestly, it's something that I feel right now I need to cut out. I need to cut it out. It's a case of, it's like that one thing in my life that I've been saying I need to quit for over a year now, and it's just constantly like, it's like a vicious cycle. And Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. And I'm doing exactly that at the moment. So
I'm feeling a bit socially anxious now, walking past all the restaurants. I haven't done that in a while. There's loads of people outside sort of eating. Just walking past, everyone's looking at you. It's a bit weird now, not post-COVID, but now everything's just opened back up.
not sure how long I should be doing this for, but I'm enjoying it.
The Ramble Guide serves as a form of emotionally introspective self-communication, allowing you to discuss those unspoken things on the fringes of your conscience that you would otherwise just leave there. Acting as a sort of diary, the Ramble Guide is a versatile tool that can be interpreted individually by each and every user. Its unintrusive yet personal nature allows users to utilize their own mental states to positively influence their mental health.
It's actually a really good way of self-reflecting.
I feel like the Ramble, in terms of mental and physical well-being, I feel like it definitely helps a lot.
I'd say the mental effects of engaging in the Ramble were definitely positive. I felt relief and sort of just overall reassurance, just saying those things out loud, putting them out there to the universe, it felt good.
Mentally, I came back from the Ramble feeling quite relaxed and thoughtful.
The Ramble encourages you to, I feel like, touch on your emotions a bit more, because people might be more sort of inclined to not, and some people need that push. But I don't really touch into my feelings as much. It kind of like not pushes you to, but sort of helps you to think more about it on your own.
90% of the time you're thinking out loud, thinking in your head, sorry. So just to be constantly going on, you're sort of forcing out things that you wouldn't have uncovered before, which is really cool.
Because I think the things I spoke about, they were subconsciously in the back of my mind always anyway. But I'd say now they've been fully addressed and brought to the forefront of my thoughts, and they're in a place where once you speak them out loud, you can't really hide from them. You can't run away.
I was stopping off to think about things that I wouldn't usually think about. So yeah, it was quite a relaxing process. And physically, it was nice to get out in the sun.
Yeah, I feel like the guide definitely helps a lot.
Yeah, but in terms of the Ramble affecting my mental state, reflection was the key thing.
It sort of triggers emotions that are already there, as opposed to sort of, I mean, your mind can wander, and that can sort of generate different ideas of things that you've never thought about.
I would definitely reuse the product again. I was actually surprised about how effective it was, to be honest. I didn't think that just talking to yourself would give you that feeling of relief, but you know, it does. It's actually a powerful tool, I think, very powerful tool.
I'll definitely use the product on a regular basis, because I don't know, I feel like it can help you to sort of not vent, but sort of get everything up on your own.
I was honestly very happy with the product. Yeah, thought it was great.
We believe this tool can be a step towards a positive shift in mental health as we venture out of this pandemic and into the future. Hopefully, you'll be able to enjoy it just as much as our participants have. Thank you very much for watching.